channel to make biology subject easy. Students, in this video we'll learn the histology of ovary. The details of histology of ovary which we are going to learn today will look like this. Beautiful, isn't it? So with the help of these beautiful and easy to understand animations, we will learn all minute details of the ovary. So watch the video till the end. So let us begin with today's topic. As we said earlier, ovaries are located in the abdominal cavity close to the kidneys. Each ovary is covered with connective tissue capsule called tunica albuginea. Histologically, ovaries are made up of outer cortex and inner medulla. The central part of the ovary is medulla, which shows connective tissue containing blood vessels, lymph vessels, and nerve endings. The cortex shows follicles at different stages of development. In females, the follicular development starts before their birth. Here, the cells of germinal epithelium divides by mitosis to form oogonia. These oogonia or oocyte mother cells are kept in the egg nest. These egg nests are attached to egg tube of Fluger. From these oogonia, follicles are developed. Roughly, the female shows 2 million of follicles before their birth, which are reduced to 1 million by birth. The degeneration of follicle continues till puberty, and by the age of 9 to 12 years, only 40 to 60,000 follicles remain in each ovary. These follicles may get a chance to develop during monthly cycle. Students, during every monthly cycle or menstrual cycle, one primary oocyte start developing. It is surrounded by one layer of follicular cells. This single oocyte surrounded by a single layer of cells is called primordial follicle. Few more layers of follicular cells are added to form primary follicle. So, primary follicle shows a primary oocyte containing nucleus and cytoplasm. It is surrounded by few layers of follicular cells. Now, this is the structure of secondary follicle. In this case, follicular cells get differentiated into inner corona radiata and outer discus proligerus. Theca layer is added on its outside. Students, as the secondary follicle is growing, it starts producing a hormone estrogen. It gets accumulated into the cavity called antrum. So, tertiary follicle is characterized by a fluid-filled cavity called antrum. The theca layer is organized into inner theca interna, which is cellular, and outer theca externa, which is non-cellular. Here, the primary oocyte completes its first meiotic division to form large haploid secondary oocyte and a tiny first polar body. The tertiary follicle further changes into mature follicle or Graafian follicle. Students, if you are finding this video interesting, then please do like this video and hit the subscribe button to get notification of all my new videos regularly. Alright, once the follicle is fully matured, then secondary oocyte is released from the Graafian follicle. This process is called ovulation or luteinization. It is controlled by a hormone LH which is secreted by pituitary gland. The empty Graafian follicle is now called corpus luteum, which start producing progesterone. Students, if secondary oocyte is fertilized, then it shows embryogenesis. In that case, corpus luteum persists for entire pregnancy period. If fertilization fails, then corpus luteum gets converted into corpus albicans. This corpus albicans remains in the cortex as a white scar forever. So to summarize, ovary is lined by geminal epithelium and tunica albuginea. Histologically, ovary shows outer cortex and inner medulla. The outer cortex shows follicles at different stages of development, and the medulla shows connective tissue containing blood vessels, lymph vessels, and nerve endings. If secondary oocyte is fertilized, then corpus luteum persists for entire pregnancy period. If the fertilization fails, then corpus luteum gets converted to corpus albicans. Here, the developing follicle produces estrogen, whereas the corpus luteum produces progesterone. Students, we will use this knowledge of histology of ovary during the study of menstrual cycle and even during embryogenesis. So students, I hope you're clear with this topic. Stay home, stay safe. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.